But have you given thought to having Precious in the starting lineup?
I was thinking about this earlier today. It would be great if Josh Hart was 6'8", you know,
Yeah,
but unfortunately he's not. And I think before the season is out, I think Tibbs is going to have to make a move to give us more um, of a defensive presence, a rebounding presence, a rim presence, because Precious can do all of that. He's a lot more mobile. He can switch on defense, and I don't know if he's going to start Precious, but if I were to bet, I don't think that this starting lineup is going to be our starting lineup like post All Star break.
you
We're
think
going to have to.
so? You think so?
I'm just saying. I think we're going to have to do something from a defensive standpoint, from a rebounding standpoint, because one of the things that I didn't like about our team last year, especially with all the injuries, we were small during the playoffs. We were a small team during the playoffs, and if you take OG out of the mix because he's far away from the basket, and Mikel, neither one of those guys are premier rebounders. If your best rebounder outside of Cat is 6'4" Josh Hart, I don't see how that translates against certain teams. And you can't be going into to a playoff series crossing your fingers, hoping that they're just that much big, that they're not just that much bigger than us in order for us to have a chance on the glass. You see what happens when we don't make shots.
Yeah.
And and one of the things that was a concern to me is our inability to draw fouls. I don't know what the refs are looking at when Towns is going to the basket and
Me
hitting the deck
neither.
on our layup attempts. He doesn't seem to get any foul calls. The only player on our team that seems to consistently get foul calls when he goes to the basket is Josh Hart. So offensively was a perfect example tonight. How are you going to generate offense when your shots aren't falling? Are you going to be able to go into the paint and get your points at the free throw line? And so far this season, especially tonight, the answer to that question is no.